He preyed on her vulnerability. These girls sacrifice their childhoods to win. They're starved for love. Not to make a subpoena for his records. And if those records bear out Mandy's testimony, that'll give us a search warrant.
Deal?
His DNA is the only concrete evidence we have linking rapist to victim. I can't afford to compromise my case against the others by dealing him out. Rape without offering up a rapist. It's probably not enough to secure an indictment for acting in concert.
Yep.
They won't be inside, I promise. Does the drug affect one's memory? Alice Parker. However, that semen was free of gonorrhea. What does that suggest to you, Doctor? Exercising his right to testify in front of a grand jury. Unless there's a mitigating explanation. Can you think of
Rush on me, but I...
After he makes his statement, I get to cross-examine him. Don't worry. I'll go after him. I guess it was just your lucky night. What is taking so long? Don't read too much into it. They have a lot of evidence to sift through, a lot of testimony to consider.
This little girl is.
Needy. Olivia, we do sex crimes and child abuse. I'm sorry, but there's not much we...
Months out of the year. Her father is a documented alcoholic. And what about... She externalizes.
You're speculating.
Not about Ashley's disorder. Escalate.
Olivia, why are you doing this? For years, we can subpoena her medical records.
And her...
Chronic history of self-injurious behavior causally linked to the home situation.
Mr. Woodrow, you're up.
Overruled. All of these injuries correlate to dates you were away. You never saw...
In 1 month.
Well, there won't be much to report, Your Honor, because she begins a 3-month tour next week. I need you to authorize this deal. All of the other mothers want him dead.
It's more unbearable than you can ever imagine.
With facilitating a sex offense?
If we could find whoever gave him the drugs or shot the film. Right now, I need a perp.
We need...
Captain Cragen made his opinions clear. But if you're positing I cannot act independently, then you're wrong.
Would you agree, nevertheless, that the investigation was handled poorly?
You too. Exhaust his appeals. I intend to answer that call. It's that Bolger is your partner, not just your lawyer, and I will acquiesce to life without parole. Again.
So you're murder.
What are you saying? I'm not putting that animal back on the streets. He might be laying the groundwork for an insanity plea.
He'll never admit to insanity.
We've got the journal, and we're cross-matching DNA samples from the bunker. But a confession would really strengthen our argument at the extradition hearing.
May not result from the High Court's ruling. I can only ask...
It is, Your Honor. However, the people are not... The value of the stolen automobile exceeds $5,000. It is my understanding this qualifies for extradition under Canadian law.
We all know that once Mr. Kern crosses the border, he...
Thanks.
Maybe she's protecting whoever did.
Judges don't usually send accused killers home. When Ava Peroulis threatened to blow the whistle, you decided to kill her. Except you got her sister by mistake. Valentina gave me nothing.
And Ava's acting more like a victim.
So, we believe her?
Member or a diplomatic corps.
Here's what the evidence is right in front of you. We need proof he's guilty. Physical evidence. Your gut or Dr. Huang's supposition? Our victim was 7 weeks pregnant.
Don't do it again.
My apologies. Picaristic attacks. I've got a homicide victim who is known to the defendant and his motive for killing her.
I don't know if that's overconfidence or hubris.
They found bloody hat pins used in Picarist attacks. 6 victims, 6 hat